Pressure for Utah defensively on this first Cougars possession. And a near turnover, but a sideline pass. And a three-point shot on the way and good. A ton of experience, a ton of accolades with that group. And Wilkie with the follow-up. And the first field goal for Utah makes it 3-3. Put so much time and effort in the offseason to be the starting point guard of this team. Maddie Wilkie, a dead-eye shooter, and with that kind of space, it's almost automatic.
Well, there we go. That's the point guard to your best shooter early in the possession, and Maddie finished.
Shot 42% from three last year. As an answer on the other end is good from Cammie Wadsworth.
Wadsworth's going to be a key for them. She really can score anywhere on the floor as a five-player, and that'll be a good test for Utah defensively.
Ross on the drive, strong take in the South Dakota kid. Wilkie goes inside to Otto on the block, seals and deals. 10-5 Utah.
It's a great seal. She got herself positioned, held it on the catch, drop step, easy two.
Jumper on the way in, good from Cammie Wadsworth. Coach Trapphagen talked a lot about her face-up game.
Yeah, she just showed she really can and will and can shoot anywhere on the floor, and that little back pivot shot for her is a little tougher for bigger posts to defend.
Walker slithers inside. Players when they are freshmen. As Ross gets deep inside, makes it 14-9. But how long do you usually see a freshman make that transition?
A little bit of off balance, even floater, and that's something they don't have and they really need.
Great hustle by Wilson on the loose ball. Scores it to make it 14-11. And one thing he said about L.A. Sneen, she absorbs information quickly. I feel like she's a quick learner. As a three from Johnstead is up and good. The four-star recruit from the Sooner State. The thing about Utah defensively last year was how often they were able to draw charges and also illegal. But that face-up game is a good thing for Wadsworth.
It is.
The size of Crisp creates a problem for a number of players. Nice deep catch and a finish by Mathura.
You can't ask anything more from where you want your position on a POB defense.
Otto, deep inside, gets it to go. It's 24-11.
Coaches understand what one player is doing to help teams win that it doesn't show up in the score box. We had one of those kids when we played with our first Sweet 16 team. She's averaged 9 points per game and was the conference player of the year. And that's because coaches understand that what she did everywhere else on the floor made us the team we were.
Well, it's interesting you say that, too. One thing I'd be curious to see with a young team is, can you still defend at a high level when the ball is not going in the basket?
Well, it really is a challenge, and actually it's one of the things that Gavin's talked about is trying to teach his team not to be front runners so they can, in fact, make...
The Utes last year had some landmark victories, including beating number 3 Notre Dame. That was a head-turning moment for Gavin Peterson and his crew. It happened shortly after he took over as head coach, and one for White.
This is well play. No, she gets it in transition and just puts pressure on the defense by taking it to the rim. And so you really do want those kind, and you find many of them. There are some that get ugly, and we can kind of say which ones those might be at any given time in this state. You really want to see a lot of kids. You want to be sure that you're seeing them under pressure.
This is game 1 of a Huntsman Center doubleheader here this morning, and then coming up later on tonight, nice turnaround jumper by Landry Wilson.
Better than before. He really loves what this program has done. He loves that there's a history. He doesn't shy away from the stress of being a part of that program and go up there and beyond. He's just a great match. That's what's really happening. He is a great match for this program because he believes, he knows who Utah is.
Coach Trapphagen has to be pleased about the fact that they have not given up an offensive rebound here in this third quarter. I know that would be an emphasis for him there at the half.
Well, indeed, I think he was talking about what they were what success would look like to him. And it's where these kids get their opportunities. They get a lot of great individual training. There are some great coaches out there. It's just hard to call it the best, program. There's the backside we're talking about defensively. Maddie is there off the backside. She's there to take whatever she needs to, whether it's a pass breakup And then they just push it, they follow up, and now you've got momentum. This is the kind of game that Coach Peterson wants to play.
Well, Mafua hits that three-pointer, that rhythm you're talking about. It is very alive and well. A corner three is good from Hyanga. He said Salt Lake City reminds her a lot of that. Now, clearly they're different market sizes.
Really?
However, she said the beauty and the versatility of those two areas.
Interesting.
Sioux Falls doing what they can now to come into the fourth and win the fourth quarter. As Coach Trapphagen said, we're going to treat this like 4 different games. Nice three-point shot by Alexis Rose.
Yeah, they're up right now.
Rose with 7. Jumstead, turnaround, fadeaway. It's short. There's Otto.
I like Sioux Falls guards, too, in terms of their ability to just kind of handle a bigger guard on them, a little more pressure than they're maybe used to seeing. They've done a nice job.
Nice move by Langanger.
Yeah.
And Longauger, excuse me, with the nice turnaround. 65-44. Jumstead, another nice look.
And not just with people that she maybe has a comfort zone with.
Active hands defensively. And Sioux Falls able to break that trap, and a 3-ball is good.
I was teaching one thing and doing another.
When you evaluate and look back, was there something that you think would have been easier to enjoy that you didn't?
Yeah, I would have liked to have enjoyed winning more.
Because you did that a lot. Trapphagen with 301 wins with this program. Has established a great culture there. Pull-up jumper is good from Anna Voller. How much fun was something like this when you had the kids game and it was a different kind of energy? Jumstead hits another 3, her 3rd.
There she's coming on. Keeping it up, keep shooting. That's what you do. Pretty soon, it's going to go in.
Make that her 4th three-pointer. 4 of 9 from deep with 12 points. And high expectations in terms of what they'll do in conference play.
I think that's true, and I can see that. I mean, I just think they've had a great fourth quarter.
And last year, insanely deep with both the men's and women's game. Walker with a pull-up jumper, that's good.
And a bit of an unusual shot to see Utah taking, but I know Brooke is one of the ones that's going to play that mid-range game.
Now backs it up. Here's Blank for a right angle 3. It's money. And the former Olympus High star.
That was a really fun time. Both programs were just really doing well on the national level. I remember, and some of them got married, and it was a really kind of special thing.
Game 1 in the books. Utah, a dominant 88-62 victory over Sioux Falls.